You know, the time has come for unserious government to stop. Like, just they're just not serious. They're not serious people. They're not acting in a serious way because things are getting serious in Canada. The economy seems to be on a fairly pronounced downslide. Sure as heck is in some provinces. That's absolutely true. So we can't have foolishness dominating politics anymore. Foolishness dominating government. Pointlessness, silliness, it all has to come to an end. Like, things have to start to work again. And the only way that happens is if people in government run government. The mayors, the premiers, the ministers in Ottawa decide it's time to be serious. Like, let's set political stupidity aside and be serious. We got to stop doing unserious things. There's not one living soul in the city of Toronto who doesn't think the traffic has gone to rat shit. That getting around the city is becoming an exercise in sheer pain and terror. And there's no end in sight, and there's no serious attempt to fix it. None. Things have got to start to work again. We can't have ministers talking nonsense in Parliament. We can't have the health minister saying, hey, we don't want to have any Canadians go on any kind of big road trips because they're burning the planet down this summer. Don't do it. Don't spend gas. Don't take your family on long road trips. Just don't do it. And everybody's laughing it up. Like, it's not sensible. It's not serious. The Prime Minister can't be saying that, hey, we are going to solve the housing affordability problem. But also, no house values can be allowed to come down. That's not damn well serious. It's not rational. It's just words escaping from people's mouths that make no sense. It's not sensible. It's just not. The price of houses in Canada in many regions is batshit crazy. To say that they can never be allowed to come down is equally batshit crazy and not serious. It's just words to attract political attention. Honestly, we got a premier in Ontario, which has food banks drawing near empty, which has affordability problems up the wazoo, and healthcare that on a given weekend might find an emergency ward so full you're never going to get looked at. But the focus is to spend hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, to quickly put beer and wine into corner stores, like fast. It's a critical crisis. It's a crisis. Beer is a crisis. Okay. It takes your breath away. It's not serious in a time when things are becoming very serious in our economy. We have there's a big town in Ontario, a big city in Ontario called Mississauga. And the candidates for mayor in Mississauga, the vast majority of them, councillors, existing councillors, they're not serious. They're not barely rational. One of them says a critical element of their campaign is quieting muffler noise in neighborhoods. Like, again, the food bank is empty. The price of houses is through the roof. And, one of these candidates asserts there's no problem at all with red tape in getting a building permitted. That's a lie. There's no trouble. It's easy to get a building permit in Mississauga. You can't get a permit to build a deck for months. You can't put a deck on your house for months, okay? These people are not serious. Just words come out of politicians' mouths. Words come out of government leaders' mouths. And they just are pointless nonsense. But the time has passed where we can live with that. There's too many difficult problems facing Canada right now. Lack of productivity, tremendous. Hey, the numbers have come out. It would appear that our individual gross domestic product, what we feel as individuals is our economic benefit in our lives, has been flat for 10 years. Like, we haven't budged for 10 years. We're on a very, very slow upward trajectory, which has now gone into negative individual GDP for almost 2 full years. We're going backwards. But the most killing thing is we haven't gone anywhere in 10 years. We haven't gotten better. The average person's economic life isn't any better for 10 solid years. We need seriousness in government, seriousness from our politicians, legitimate, rational thought, not empty words, stupid promises, and more or less lies. The time for foolishness has to stop. It just has to stop, because every word is not serious. Every idea is not serious. We need real serious solutions.